10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing?
Just afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 4.
Still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing is like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Oh, they'll try and sneak this. He'll wind up getting 2 on the sneak, but he was hoping for more than that, and it's 4th down.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4 down territory.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11. Hey, Haywood. You better be afraid of me.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11.
Mike, 53. Mike. You can't block me.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. I got this.
I can't believe they let you play.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
Let's go.
46-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 1. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Go put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well,
only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Delgado completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Delgado. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right there. 56. What? Go.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
He's coming. We got double up.
Slam.
They run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
and why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And
as Sanders has it poked free. And the Cowboys have recovered. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. It's south, baby, that's baby south.
2nd and 4. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
21. Here we go. Smooth.
53 for Mike. Squeeze, double. Check.
Hey, gun.
Check. 53 for Mike.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go. 180. Lock.
Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Delgado. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 30.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Go ahead.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
57, Mike 57.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
56 to Mike. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Delgado. And he completes it to Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get off the field.
Throwing again. Delgado looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Touchdown, Cowboys! Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have
a big wide receiver, and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end. You resisted the move. Now it's almost a glass advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
53 at the line. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 11. I got you.
Check. 53's Mike.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's complete to Hopkins. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Here we go. By 20.
I'm scared.
Two. Hey, Delta.
I'm coming up to you. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete, right around the 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. 53. Hey, exit.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mike 50. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
13.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check. 53, Mike. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
I got you.
Mike's 57.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Delgado. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. The counter, Hunt, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check 56. Hard. Rap. Kill. Target weapon. Kill. Turn up.
Back to throw. Delgado. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
56, right there, 56. I got it. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Hunt. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. This is Zach Ryan, the fullback, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Zach Ryan, his first touchdown on the year. The lead. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's our time.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
56.
Hey, gun.
Time to go. Night.
Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
11. 5.
53. Mike. Got one. Switch.
21. I got you.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. Quite a bit of offense in that one with the Packers swinging back in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Watch the curl.
Looking to throw. Delgado. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. Rock 57. You run.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's our time. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Pick it up.
11.
Slam. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands first. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He don't know no better. Cam, 66. Pull it. Now. Check three.
They run again with Hunt. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Hey, shoot. I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, box drop. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little.
And got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Delgado. Got him in. It's Brown. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
Stop right there. Hey, you got three. You got three.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zach Line with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
21.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
21.
You got tight right there. Mike's 50.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
13. Hey, Charlie.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got him. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run.
12, fellas. Here we go.
He's checking.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. The fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. Carson Wentz, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way.
One, Omaha.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, here we go. Watch the pass.
I got them.
Now Garoppolo. He finds Hopkins complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Delgado gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Delgado. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Sack City, baby.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Delgado. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where
the Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons.